Okay, y'all, this is a review of this Nebo Davinci 17,000 lumen flashlight. You can see it's a pretty high grade finish device. It's about, I think it's 229 list. I got it on Optics Planet for about 175, I think. So this lanyard broke right away. This is my cord. I put like a 60-inch Kevlar or aramid cord on it. This has like a really high breaking strength. It's really good just cord to have along with you. It's 750 pounds or something, and these little cinch straps did come with it. This little bead, but I had to, the actual line broke right away. So I wasn't thrilled about that. But as you can see, this thing is crazy. Look at the all the LEDs in there, and you can see this is where you charge it, right there. And I don't remember whether you can use it as a battery bank, but you can see that's the model right there, Davinci 18,000, and then this dials in right here. And it's a 2x zoom, as it says right there on the barrel. So that's on low. See that? So you go. It's a magnetic dial. That's medium, and that's high. So I'll show you that in a second. But and then just so you don't forget, it tells you it's IP67 right on the barrel. But as you can see, I'll show you here. So that's on low, and that's unfocused, and that's focused. It only goes 2x on the focus, so it still is a big circle. There's no concentrated hot spot with this. Let's go to medium, and we'll go to high, and then if you hold the button down right here, it goes to turbo, which is the 17,000. And it may not look that bright right here, but it is bright. When you hit this thing on, when you're outside at night, I'm not gonna, that's on low right now. It's completely blinding. And then if you turn it up, and I'll turn it off, and then if you double click, it flashes on its turbo mode. And that's completely disorienting. And this is a crazy amount of brightness. It's so bright that if you turn it on in somebody's face on any setting, but especially on turbo or the flashing setting, it completely blinds them and disorients them. I think if you were standing in the road and you shine this at a car, it would probably crash. It's literally that bright. It's crazy. And you wouldn't want to do that for sure. But I do really like the flashlight. It has a battery pack. And just so you know, that focusing, when you're on the most focus setting at the 2x, it's 6 feet at 6 feet. So it's a 6 foot diameter circle at a 6 foot range. So it's basically the size of like a 30 foot high and 30 foot wide tree at about 30 feet. So it's crazy. And there's a lot of dispute out there about what batteries come in this. It's a 26650 that they've basically shrink wrapped them all together here. And each one is 5,000 milliamps. So that's your ultimate wattage if you want to figure that out. So it's 10.8 volts at 5,000 milliamps. So that's how you would figure out your wattage. Each of these cells is 1/3 of that. So this times the milliamps is going to give you your wattage. So 5 times 10.8. So it's around 58 watts. It's a fair amount of watts. That's going to get you a lot of runtime. I believe it's 12 hours or something like that at the maximum or minimum brightness. So that is what the deal is here. And as you can see, it's quite a hefty hefty flashlight. Put that back on. And so minimum length when it's not, when the lens moves out quite a bit when you, let's go maximum first. We'll go all the way out right there. Let's take a look at this. So that's your length. It's right at 15 inches. It's hard for you to tell because actually it's 14 and 3/4. Actually, just slightly more than that. Maybe it's hard to see the actual end of the flashlight, but maybe an eighth more than that. It's extended all the way out from, and I'm on the, this has a little pattern here, so if you set it on the table you still get some light pointing down. But then if we go to the shortest, let's go to the short right here and try that out. So that's at 14 1/4. Probably 5/8. Yeah, probably 14 5/8 total. So on its shortest thing here, and I will actually, I'll cut in the nighttime testing I did with this so that you can see what it looks like at night. It doesn't have like a one of those really low modes like a moonlight mode. I wish it did, because it would probably run for 200-300 hours if it did. But the lowest setting here is low. Did I put those batteries in backwards? I might have. Yeah, I probably did. Anyways, go back and undo that. Luckily, these things have protection for stuff like that. One of the things that they did with this is they do a heat management thing with it so that it is not as crazy, doesn't get crazy hot and ruin itself. But that's low, again, medium, high, and then if you hold the button, it goes to turbo. So, and it only stays on turbo for like 30 seconds, so you'll see it like toned down. And I'm shining it at black, or you wouldn't be able to see this at all. It'd just blind you. It would totally blow out the camera. So Nebo certainly has this circuitry that makes it cool. The whole thing gets relatively hot. This is already warming up, and so does the battery gets warm too as you run this thing for long periods of time. You've probably already seen it turn down. I haven't been paying attention to the light itself, but it does turn down after about 30 seconds from 17,000 lumens down to 10,000. So that normal high is 10,000, and it's definitely warming up now. So that's what you're looking at with this thing. And then it doesn't have a magnetic, and that's like, so when you set it on the table, it does throw out some light because it has that contour at the end. I wouldn't want to do that because it's getting pretty warm right now. It's not too hot to hold or anything. It just gets pretty warm. So this thing is crazy. It's like an old school mag light, but these 26650s, they're about they're not D size. They're like C size batteries. They're really close to that. I don't know the exact measurements of a C size battery, but that I haven't seen any really complete reviews on this thing. And of course you can see it you probably see it from space if you shined it right at somebody at a satellite, literally, if you're in a dark area. But do realize that it doesn't have a concentrated spot. I mean, your only spot. We'll put it on high and show you that that's as concentrated as the spot gets. It's only 2x. So again, 6-foot diameter circle at a 6-foot standing distance from where you're shining it. So it blows up to a huge circle pretty fast. But man, if you want to light up an area, this thing is amazing. And since it has 3 of these 26650s and all that wattage, see the cap back here is actually warm now too. It has all that wattage that it actually really does a good job of lasting quite a long time. I think it is 10 or 11 hours on high, which is a long time for a battery for 10,000 lumens. And I could be wrong about that, but look at I'll put a link or something in the description. So if you want all the stats, they're going to be there. So I'll throw in the test of this outside, and let me all know what you think of it. It would be nice if it went to more of a spot, but I don't know that you can do that with this super bright LED array. It might get too hot. I'm not sure. There might be a physics problem with actually focusing that many LEDs without a cooling fan or anything. This doesn't have a cooling fan. It's one of the things I like about this compared to other ones is you're not wasting energy with a cooling fan and making noise. And it has such a great form factor because it's like a mace or something. I mean, it is a crazy, and it weighs quite a bit. It's like a kilogram or something. I'll put that in the description too. I don't remember what it was, but let me know if you have any other questions or comments about it, and then I'll throw that out in the comments section. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this Nebo. So you can see the moon right there. It's just a sliver. Well, it's hard to tell because this is a cell phone video camera. And it is kind of hard to see, but this is the Nebo Davinci 18,000 lumen. So let's see what she looks like. And I will go ahead and start her on high, which goes straight to 10,000 lumens right there, and that's focused. You can see it goes out this hill falls away from me, but this is extremely bright. So you can see the tree further away down there. So if I hold this down, that's turbo, that's 18,000. And it'll only hold that for about 30 seconds. Like this is the right in front of me. That's 25 feet away, those branches, and that bush out there in the distance, that's probably 100 yards from me, maybe a little less. But as you can see, I mean, you look up in the sky, it just makes a cone of light that's insane. Now it's mostly a floodlight, so you got to keep in mind that let's go back, that's 10,000. And then I'm going to go ahead and click it down. So that's down to, let me click it down to medium. That's medium, that's low. So that supposedly lasts for like 12 hours. And that light's hitting about 6 feet in front of me, the bottom of it. That's medium, that's high. And then let's see if turbo will turn back on. Yeah, it did. It didn't look like it went as bright though, because it'll only stay on for like 30 seconds and then it wants to shut down. Now let's go to a wide, let's go to the flood. Sorry, I can't hold the thing and do this too, but you can see it's really, really wide when you put it on the flood. So it's about, when you're on the 2x magnification, which is how narrow it goes, it's 6 foot circle, diameter circle. I'm going back to the more focused, at 6 feet. So it's like a 1-to-1. It's like about a 6 foot circle at 6 feet. I measured it earlier, but let's go down here. I'll try to put it back on turbo and see if it does it. So it went back on turbo, so you can count. I'm just gonna walk down here and see what, so it's like there's a street light right there and it just totally overwhelms that. But I'm gonna walk down here towards these eucalyptus trees and you can see it probably already turned down because it only lasts 30 seconds. I wasn't paying attention, so. But that's the kind of light you get. It literally will blind you if you stare at it if you put this in somebody's face. They would be blinded for like 10 minutes. Like you couldn't see at all. It's something like 18 million lux at the actual light. And I'll turn it off and show you guys how crazy it is. I'm underneath. You probably can't see that. Well, yeah, you can see it. But see, that's all LEDs, the whole thing. So it's like a 2-inch circle of LEDs. It's crazy. And then let's go. This is across the street, so you get perspective. So that's, and I'm under a street light. So there's already street light, but this is giving it a whole nother level. See that now the turbo won't go on because it's too hot. But, and then when you go, normally when it's not already lit up, if you double press it, it goes straight to the strobe. And the strobe is supposed to be turbo. I don't know if it is right now because it's pretty hot. But that's insane too. It's like disoriented when you're in a house and if you turn on the turbo, it literally is disorienting, and it makes you want to like fall over. So this thing is pretty crazy. The whole light's actually getting pretty warm now. But let's just shine it at that tree. See if I can get it to go to turbo again. So that tree is, it's got to be 35 feet wide and probably 50 feet tall, maybe a little taller. And I'm 35 or 40 feet from it. So it lights the whole thing up. And there's your turbo flash. So that's what you're looking at. That's the turbo. I put the lanyard broke right away, the string, so I put my own on there. But there's your button to turn it on, and you can kind of see the high, medium, and low. And I'll walk up here and get out of the actually direct street light, and we can do the so that's your high. It's on high right now. And then that's medium, and that's low. So even on low, it's way more light than you need for normal circumstances. So this is like one of those lights that you would use for, when you really need to light things up a long ways away. The low setting is brighter than most flashlights. So just, and I actually bought this on sale for like $170 on Optics Planet. But I don't think it's on sale anymore. It didn't stay on sale for very long. Normal list at this time, July of 2025, is $229. So they'll keep getting cheaper though. So don't fret if you can't afford it yet. You'll be able to buy these things cheaper soon. As soon as somebody comes out with a true 30,000 lumens. And just to keep, to let you know, most of the ones that say they're super high lumens on YouTube or whatever, they're not. They're lying. It's false advertising. This one has been tested. It's legit. There's some other ones that are legit. I can't tell you who else is, but even Nebo with their cheaper lights, they're probably not as good as they're rated, or they say they're rated at for lumens. So keep that in mind. You get scammed if you buy really high power lights, and you think you're buying a high power light for a really low price. But even the high priced ones can be a scam. So you just got to check out the ratings. Nebo's, this one's pretty good. Although, like I said, I'm not very pleased with the lanyard, but the rest of the light is really good quality. And the battery pack it's 3 26-650s. I really think they should have made it 4, so it would take that out to 16-hour runtime on this setting instead of 12. I mean, it's not linear, but it might be. I don't know, but it probably would be about 16 hours on the low setting then. And it'd be nice if it focused more, but I think there's a problem with it getting too hot if it's too focused. The lens is glass, but it probably just gets too hot. And that's why they don't make a focused beam with it, most likely. But that would be nice. And a 4th battery model would be awesome, because then it would be quite the formidable thing. I mean, this is 15 inches long or something like that. It's pretty crazy, and it weighs 2.3 pounds, I want to say. So it's like a little over a kilo. So it's a piece of equipment. It feels like it's going to last forever. I'm sure it won't, but it is expensive enough and nice enough to be worth fixing. So I probably would fix it if it broke. And if they offer some sort of an extended focus, I might even buy that. Just, assuming it can handle the heat. So just thought you guys would want to see this. It's a cool piece of kit if you just really want to, crank out the light. I mean, it's way brighter than headlights. It literally just, like, you could, if you shine it at a car when they're coming at you, you'd completely blind them. They would have to stop. So that's how crazy it is. So that's it. So see, these trees are lit up already, and this thing there's plenty of light to see out here because of these lights right here and everything, but it just blows it up. So anyways, we'll talk to you all later. Hope you enjoyed it.